Good morning to you. Welcome back to Morning Live. Now, the 2023 FIH Indoor Hockey World Cup will be held outside of Europe for the very first time. And the South African team will compete against 11 other nations in the women's division. The tournament also involves 12 men's teams. It will be played at the Heartfelt Arena out in the nation's capital from the 5th to the 11th of February. Now, to talk to us about this tournament, we've roped in the experienced captain of the South African women's team, Jessica O'Connor. Jessica, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us on Sports on Morning Live.
Thank you for having me.
Jessica, let's just talk about how you have more than 100 caps for the South African national women's team, and just talk to us about the state of development of indoor hockey in South Africa, because it's not a sport that one would say gets a lot of spotlight and broadcasting and media coverage.
Yeah, definitely not. It has come a long way, though, since I started in, I think, 2014, and over that time got that amount of caps. Indoor hockey has developed in a huge way. With the help of SPA and our coach, Lenny Butter, we've basically traveled the world. We've been exposed to the best countries, the best countries that play in the world, and we've come a very long way.
Let's talk more about your coach and the philosophy going into this World Cup. I mean, it starts just now on the 5th of February until the 11th. And there must be just a lot of expectation coming in from South Africans. You are on home ground, on home soil, and do go into the tournament with that advantage. What has the coach's philosophy been like, and how have your preparations been leading up to the World Cup?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously there's expectations because it is a home tournament. But you know what? We've done what we can. We've had a couple test series to prepare for it. We went to Namibia last year. We played Ireland at the end of the year, and we've been playing some practice games here. We had a tough camp in Durban to prepare. So we're trying to tick all the boxes and just put us in the right stead going forward. But at the end of the day, like, we are ranked lower than most of the teams we are playing, and it will be tough, but we will definitely do our best.
And you talk about doing your best, and as we started this interview, we just spoke about how indoor women's hockey doesn't have that much coverage. But this also, and based on your performance, is an opportunity for other young girls to see that they could one day also represent the national team, and it's also an opportunity to attract more commercial partners.
Yes, definitely. I mean, having any tournaments in South Africa and exposing South Africa to any sport is unbelievable. And we've hosted some huge tournaments over the past couple of years, which is exciting for South Africa. And it just shows how sport is developing. So for us, it's a huge honor to play, and to play in front of the kids who will hopefully come and watch us. So yeah, I mean, we can only take a step forward in exposure, and we can go from there. We can grow from there.
Indeed, and we look at this team that has been put together for this World Cup. It has such a nice blend of experience. You've got your Jamie Southgate, your Edith Molokwe, Robin Johnson, just to mention a few, all having more than 50 caps to their names. Let's talk a little bit more about the character of this team, just from your perspective as the captain.
Yeah, so I think we've come a long way. The team is quite young, but it's exciting. Everyone is so excited to learn new things. We're creative, and yeah, I think we connect well, and obviously those connections keep coming the more we train together. But because we've been afforded those opportunities, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to show the world what this team can do, because I really do believe that we are the best South African team that there has been.
And as you speak about being the best South African team that there has been in terms of this World Cup, we look at the Pool A in which you're going to be playing with. And how far would you say we are from the other teams in this pool? And I mean, you have said that you come in low ranked, but in terms of just that competitive edge and that drive to do well and be victorious?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we are South African, and we probably have the most competitive nature. So no matter what team we come up against, we will fight and we will give everything we have. But yeah, just looking at the teams, Austria and Netherlands, we come up against first. They're European teams. They've just come out of the Euro League, so they're going to be firing. They're going to be, they're going to be a tough opponents. So we will look, obviously, to manage those games and see what we can do. I mean, will we step back? Definitely not. But at the same time, obviously, we have to be realistic and we have to look at each game as it comes. And then we have the likes of USA, Australia, and New Zealand, which obviously on the rankings, there should be easier games. We haven't seen the teams play as of yet, so we don't know. So, we take each game as it comes and we try to do our best.
And finally, Jessica, just as we wrap up with you, this is going to be a home tournament for you. What are your words to the South Africans watching right now, just in terms of coming out and supporting the team? Because we know how much of a difference having a crowd behind you and supporting you can make when you're on that hockey field.
Of course, guys, it would be unbelievable if you guys could come and show us your support. Obviously, with the crowd chanting behind you, it's amazing. So please go to ourtickets.co.za to get your tickets. And our first game's at 8:30 on Sunday morning at the Heartfelt Arena. So we would love to see you there.
It's a nice way to start off the morning, right? Jessica, thank you so much for your time this morning and good luck for the tournament. And we know that as the captain, there's also a little bit more added pressure on you because you have to lead the team from the front. So good luck for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right, that is Jessica O'Connor. She is, of course, the captain of the South African women's hockey team. They do get into the FIH Indoor Women's World Cup. It starts from the 5th and will end on the 11th. And that's all, of course, taking place at the Heartfelt Arena out in the nation's capital.